Hi guys, and welcome back. It's Jenny from Polly's Paper Studio, and I'm sharing this very adorable retro inspired Valentine tag with lots of fun holiday embellishments. There's some heart charms and some flowers and doilies and twine and ribbon and pearls. So let's get started. I've got this pink cardstock that is cut to a tag shape of 4 by 6 inches. There's a core of 110-pound cardstock, and then the back is covered with a complementary pattern. So I'm just going to add this first layer, which is tone on tone pink stripe, and I'm going to add this border strip next. I want to make sure that I've got it lined up correctly, so I've just got the top strip laid in so I know how much will show, and then I'm going to secure that white strip in between. And this one has so much sparkles, yay! Now I'm going to secure that right over top of the other two layers, and you can see that I've left myself a nice border of the pink cardstock. This is a good time to come in with that twine because otherwise there might be too many bulky layers to use the tiny attacher well. So I've just got that twine tied, and I'm going to secure it with a few of those staples and come back in with the layers. So this tag will show when it's flipped over. So I did want to go ahead and cover that with the pattern from the back. And I'm coming in with that crocodile, and I'm adding a hole where the eyelet will be. This is a nice selection of pinks to choose from, and I've got one that matches that stripe. So I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze that with the crocodile to adhere it, and then it will be a nice finish edge. So I'll take the tape off next and tuck that in, overlapping the edge just a bit so that it will be shown underneath the next layer. This is a playing card with hearts on it. Totally adorable. I've got that on a double-sided foam adhesive, and you see I did set that quite a bit to the left so I can show the larger images of the heart. This little pink doily is up next, and I'm going to come in with that retro image. You see how the playing card has the adhesive, which means that I needed 2 layers on the right hand side so that it would be flat against the layers underneath. Now this is a good time to bring in the flowers. I've got just this little baby blue twine. It's like a burlap string. I've made a little loop and I secured it with hot glue. And next I can bring in this beautiful pink flower. The darker blue one I'm going to tuck in just behind a little bit and top that all off with this one. Has a pretty white edge on it and it brightens up this edge. Got a lot of glue there to get rid of. It's not always easy to see it. Now the flowers on the top are pretty much the same. Got that bow. Gonna secure it underneath the image, and take a minute and work those loops so they look nice when the glue sets up. There's a pink flower with a little pearly top, and that's just going to bridge the gap between the edges of the image and the card. And now that glue. Gonna bring in the last flower and just top off that pink one on the edge. And it covered a little bit of that red heart, which is fine because I want more of a pink vibe going on now. Oh, these are charms, and they're just little acrylic hearts. I've tied some twine through them. I'm just going to wrangle all those strings together so that I can adhere them as one unit. I'm going to clip the top off just so it won't be quite so hard to wrangle, and then I'm going to add a very generous amount of glue. Now don't stick your finger in that. I almost did, but I stopped myself just in time, and now I just want to secure those in a nice arrangement, and they will be trapped between the layers of the glue and the ribbon, so they will be very secure. I'm just going to poof that ribbon out a little bit. It's a nice bow, and clip the tails off of that. Last but not least, I'm going to come in with some pearls, and these are just the flat back adhesive pearls. I'm going to put 3 in. I did work with these for quite a bit before I figured out there was a line on the table that I could get them lined up with. But I cut that part out, otherwise you'd just see me frustrated and trying very hard to get them lined up. So once they were where I wanted them, I squished them into place, and so that is it for this project. If you enjoyed this video, can you please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and hit subscribe. And as always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day. Thanks for watching. Bye.